Hello, I'm Elijah Wells. Today is, I'm doing my worst films of last year, of 2016. What year 2016 was. There were some great moments like Team GB's greatest Olympics ever, outside of that most Russians were expelled. Some embarrassing moments like England losing to Iceland. Some moments considered controversial like Brexit and Trump's victory, depending on what you're feeling about that. And some moments that will definitely be on history books, like Leicester winning the Premier League, and some that make me question the human evolution as a whole, like YouTube Heroes and the Emoji movie trailer. Of course, let's get into it. Well, I've only seen 4 movies I particularly have flaws at. Pretty much, I've not good feelings towards. They're not all terrible, they're not all bad, except for number 1, which is pretty bad. I haven't seen Gods of Egypt, 50 Shades of Black, Norm of the North, or any of those movies. So, without further ado, let's go to number 4. And number 4 is Suicide Squad. Well, it's been a not really good year for DC. Well, financially it is, but critically not. Suicide Squad follows a very overstuffed and overcomplicated plot, which is what looked like a prison movie, a fantasy movie, a backstory movie, first installment of a proposed franchise, and pretty much a reboot, and pretty much too many films, and a superhero movie, and a reboot. Pretty much it's way too many movies just crammed into one. That's the one problem I have with it. And it pretty much relied too tad on the CG effects, which I felt I think it needs a bit more Nolan in it, like more realism. And also they relegated the Joker. Come on, you came all the way after months of anticipation to see Joker, and he's already there for 5 minutes. A disappointment. Although I like Jared Leto's performance as the Joker, but the big problem I have is just he wasn't there the whole time. You can just come out the movie, he will have no purpose. Outside that, I like Margot Robbie's performance as Harley Quinn, Deadshot by Will Smith, and Jared Leto's Joker. All great performances, but really let it down by overcomplicated and overstuffed plots, fixed with an overglorified cameo by the Joker. And number 3. They had 20 years to prepare for this. So did they. And 20 years. Please. And I'm talking about Independence Day. Roland Emmerich pretty much makes his biggest mistake since remaking Godzilla. Technically 20 years after the events of the first Independence Day movie. What happened was aliens are coming back again. F is not really that fully prepared, and they pretty much attack again. It's like the same plot, but not without the agains. It's kind of funny when I look back at this in mid-June when I live in Britain, since it's been used heavily on advertisements by you skeptics because of Brexit. You'll understand why if you live in Britain. Technically, the problem I have with it is not just Will Smith not being involved in it, since his character got killed off in a half-ass attempt killed before the installment, but after the first one. Yeah, I felt like it's kind of a bit convoluted at times. I think just rehashes the original one too many times. It just relied on the original a bit too much. I feel like it kind of lacked a bit of humour and didn't have that glee or that momentum the original had. Although the destruction scenes and action scenes are fun and enjoyable, it's just it didn't really live up to the hype I was living up to. Although, Roland, I heard you are doing more films. Please don't disappoint me what you did here. And with number 2, well, the least disappointing, well, number 2, sorry, screw up. Batman v Superman technically follows a very, like Suicide Squad, a very convoluted and very confusing and extremely overstuffed plot, which I won't list down, and action scenes that rely way too much on CG effects, and pretty much Henry Cavill just really standing there. When the film first came out, it's just like, What? I felt like just way too many moments were just crammed into one. Way too much exposition was crammed into many. Of what it was meant to be a sciencey movie, a superhero movie, a spin-off movie, a action movie, it's just, like I said, it's way overstuffed. The CG effects didn't help. Although just in Edinburgh as Lex Luthor is fun to look at, and the warehouse scene with Batman is pretty kick-ass, but the movie, like I said, relied way too much on CG effects, and pretty much has a plot line that I'm not going to tell you what it is. And the worst movie of the year that managed to out-disappoint, well, not really disappoint, I barely had hopes for the movie. It's Ice Age Collision Course. Yes, it's kind of weird. From a movie, the original, which started out as a simple story about three Stone Age animals pretty much trying to get the kid back to the tribes, and was nominated alongside Lilo, Stitch and Spirited Away, the latter being one of my all-time favourite movies. Then over time the plot became a bit more ludicrous and less realistic, and pretty much completely sabotages the continuity of the franchise. Then comes Collision Course. Basically the story creates a solar system, or the Milky Way, whatever you want to call it, and pretty much makes a meteorite by accident and it's heading towards Earth. And Manny is preparing the wedding for his daughter, and pretty much Manny and the gang pretty much run with Buck, who's telling go to the volcano to blow away the meteorite. Don't tell me how ludicrous this movie is. Just seriously, how dumb can this movie be? It's basically I would just want to see the Lars von Trier's Melancholia in a comedic light now. It's just that bad. Technically, outside of having a complete ridiculous and ludicrous plot about stopping a meteorite from crashing into Earth, the humour was barely funny, and it pretty much has bad puns like meteor, shower. And it's pretty much jokes out pretty much best suited as a scrapped episode from Simpsons, or if pretty much some CBeebies show written by a 2-year-old. It's that funny. And characters that proven no use at all, like the 3 birdie villains that look like they came out of a Land Before Time sequel. Buck just directing Manny and the gang. And that llama, philosopher yoga loving llama. I can't tell. I think this is what happens if Tyler Oakley impregnates a llama and goes high on LSD. That's putting him in a nice way. He proves no use to plot or, but just wants to make me want to punch him in the face. That llama is that annoying. There you have it. The rundown, my least favourite movie of the year. Number 4, Suicide Squad. Number 3, Independence Day Resurgence. Number 2, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Number 1, Ice Age Collision Course. Okay, now trying to avoid the Emoji movie, and pretty much have my fingers crossed for Ghost in the Shell. But anyways, what's your worst movie of the year you've seen 2016? And all out. Bye!